12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Lewis wants to pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Tommy, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd knows when to bring it. Leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Lewis to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Gonna look downfield again. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's got his man, makes the grab, and they're able to make the tackle.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Lewis wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lewis to throw. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and...
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the 1st quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and he wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make the play.
Pocket breaking down. Makes a grab for a big play. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
From the gun, the ground game. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Rides the back and leaves it. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
And the Wolverines will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Scrambling away. Had to get rid of it quickly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lewis to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Looking for the goal line. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They're not just close enough to smell it. It is overwhelming their olfactory sensors. They are into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you've got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quarterback may change this route. He's looking to throw. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some...
Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got him downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making it time. Lost to throw it.
end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Trojans have this offense rolling. The give from the gun. Turning it on. Touchdown USC. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Northern Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Lewis to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Inside the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The offense pumps it up, and they were on the move. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lewis wants to pass. Hauls it in. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll line up to go for 2. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Overton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. I don't know. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Trojans! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Play of this drive comes from the 11. Rattles it back. Bringing the heat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Under fire. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Lewis to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout.
The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem.
That makes the score Michigan 33, USC 29.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple